Litecoin is expected to climb 2.3% by July 8 per Gov Capital Collector update. Let's take a second to assess the current momentum. Litecoin has moved lower by 0.9% since yesterday and trades close to $44.08. Here come the forecasts from our analysts. According to CoinCodex, we could be heading toward $44.05 by July 8, a move that reflects a 0.1% decline. Traders Union foresees Litecoin heading for $44.18, roughly 0.2% more than the current price. CoinDataFlow highlights the possibility of advancing to $44.56, a rise close to 1.1%. A different forecast from Gov Capital Collector highlights the possibility of Litecoin hitting $45.11, marking an estimated rise of 2.3%. And last but not least, Crypto Predictions predicts $45.95 by July 8, a rise of 4.2%. This one gives the best return potential. 5 expert insights done. Let's carry on. We've reviewed the outlooks. Now let's look at performance data. Based on the forecasts we've just reviewed, the potential swing in price may be from a drop of 0.1% to a gain of 4.2% depending on the analyst. Based on these forecasts, Crypto Prediction stands in first place with 4.2% climb in value by July 8. To sum it up, you could earn between $1 and $42 for every $1,000 you invest. When it comes to probabilities, CoinCodex leads with an 89.2% chance of success. Looking at the full set of forecasts, I've formed a consensus picture. Consensus trends suggest Litecoin could move upward by 1.6% toward $44.77. Let's look at the details. The consensus view suggests a 1.6% gain in price by tomorrow. And by that same percentage, your capital could potentially also grow. In terms of 1,000, the scenario could translate into $16 more. So the probability of this consensus forecast being realized sits near 79.6%. To wrap up this stage, let's check the 3-day outlooks from analysts. CoinCodex anticipates downward movement in the near term. A stronger push upward is expected by Traders Union. Similarly, CoinDataFlow signals a likely move upward. Litecoin is expected to continue moving higher, Gov Capital Collector similarly suggests. For this horizon, similarly Crypto Prediction sees Litecoin heading higher. The consensus outlook highlights Litecoin advancing on a rising path over the 3-day period. So overall, most analysts expect Litecoin to move in an upward direction. 2 days back, 5 forecasts were published. Now we'll see how they measure against reality. As a result, the price action finished at $44.82. Yesterday showed that most analysts had the correct forecast on direction. When it comes to precision, 30 rates delivered the closest forecast. Let's lay it out step by step. All predictions matched the actual trading range. For OI performance, everyone gained, but digital coin price had the most notable result. Here's the performance view, showing how each forecast did. When checking results, 30 rates showed 1.5% ROI and accuracy. Take a moment to look over the numbers and see who performed best this time. Let's check how tomorrow's projected gains line up for Litecoin and a few selected assets. Litecoin is positioned at third place, with Memcore leading overall at 15.6%. Here Litecoin is shown next to 4 random cryptocurrencies. The extended profitability table is already featured on my website. That's all for now. Subscribe to keep the chain going and see the full picture. Catch you later.